Deputy Speaker, we believe in a future where farming thrives, based on stability, growth and sustainability, but sadly Labour's policies are putting all three of these in jeopardy, whether it's their disastrous last-minute overnight closure of the sustainable farming incentive, their relentless family death tax assault on family farms, or their negligence towards rural businesses. Labour's agenda harms the heart of rural Britain, including in my constituency of Kingswinford and South Staffordshire. Labour's short-sightedness to stop accepting new applications for the sustainable farming incentive with no notice, just half an hour given to the NFU, despite their promise of 6 weeks' notice, is a clear sign of their failure to understand or, frankly, to care about the long-term needs of our farmers. While thousands of farmers were looking to the SFI for support, Labour has chosen short-term political convenience over long-term sustainability. Our farmers deserve consistency and trust in the future, not abrupt cuts to vital programmes, and we will continue to back farmers. But Labour's inheritance tax policies are a direct attack that go to the heart of our family farms. The planned cuts to agricultural property relief and to business property relief are going to make it impossible for farmers to pass on their livelihoods, their businesses, their farms that have been farmed for generations to their children without facing huge tax burdens. Imagine that you are farming an average cereal farm, but you then you inherit that from your parents. And the NFU report is saying that you face 10 inheritance tax payments, each one 1.5 times what you can expect to make in annual profit. You are running at a loss to fund the government. That's serfdom, not farming. Sorry.
I thank my honourable friend. He's giving a great and impassioned speech, because one of the things that the government is saying is that one can avoid this tax. But one doesn't know who's going to die and when. And in fact, the generations do not necessarily always occur 10 years apart, which could compound this tax even further, could it not?
And my honourable friend is absolutely right. And clearly the people who are best placed to avoid this tax are the very people who ought to be paying and contributing. The mega landowners will be able to avoid paying into this. Whereas average family farm, those average cereal farmers, their only recourse, if they're facing those inheritance tax bills that are 1.5 times their annual profits, will be to sell land or machinery. That is something that is so blatantly obvious that the fact that the government apparently doesn't see it, it becomes difficult to assume that this is down to just incompetence rather than a deliberate strategy to dismantle family farms, particularly combined with the plans set out by the Deputy Prime Minister this week on compulsory purchase. Labour's policies threaten the future of farming, rural businesses and the communities that rely on them. The sustainable farming incentive, inheritance tax reliefs, biosecurity and the damage that would be caused to our high streets by Labour's budget, each of these is an area where Labour's mismanagement is letting down our farmers, their families and our rural communities. Rural Britain can thrive, where farmers are supported, businesses are protected and communities grow stronger. We will continue to fight for that future, and I call on the government to change course whilst it's still not too late for our rural way of life, and we will continue to fight for our farming communities, including mine in Kingswinford and South Staffordshire.